Ref having a little discussion with the players, telling them to play safe, play fair.
Yep.
Let's have a good one.
I got to say, those Bulldogs look good in the black uniforms. They're
Absolutely.
Nice. Names on the back and everything. They get the whole 9 yards.
Uh-huh.
And the kickoff's onside kick to start it off.
Looks like it could be recovered by Glenbard South.
And Glenbard South got the ball about the 50-yard line. You know, that's a risky way to start off the game with an onside kick.
I guess he was trying to surprise him. Doesn't
Yes.
really look like it worked. Well,
Yeah.
it definitely did catch him by surprise.
Yeah, just didn't go on their way.
Absolutely.
You don't really see that much. You know, beginning of the game, they're still in their huddle and they come out with an onside kick. It was a good idea, just didn't work out.
Absolutely.
So Glenbard's quarterback is number 9, Tyler Padera, senior. They also have a listed sophomore as a quarterback. That's number 33, Wesley Sanders, on the run for about a gain of a yard.
It's okay. He didn't get much. Good group tackling by the Bulldogs. Not just one player running to the ball, several players running to the ball.
Indeed, indeed. So we'll be at the right hash mark with the 50-yard line, second down, and about 8 yards.
You know, Glenbard likes to run behind that big offensive line, so don't be surprised if they come out with, oh, he fumbled it. Their fumbled snap, covered by Glenbard. But yeah, as I was saying, they have a big offensive line. They just try to run the ball behind them, so don't expect them to be passing the ball too much in this first half.
Yep. They're probably going to see what they can do against our Bulldog defense. We haven't had the strongest reputation in the year. We started off the year 1-4.
We are currently ranked, actually, in Illinois, 296th.
Which ain't that bad.
Ain't that bad because Glenbard's only ranked 257th.
Yeah, so should be a good game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Reverse handoff to the fullback. And looks like the Bulldogs shut him down. That'll be 4th down.
Wow, that was a surprising shutdown there by the Bulldogs.
That's a good defensive possession. Looks like Glenbard South's going to come out to punt.
Absolutely.
Back to receive the kick is number 22, Nick Callahan, who is definitely the player to watch in this game.
He does get the ball a lot and can make a ton happen.
He can play both sides of the ball, and he's really proven himself as a very tough football player.
Absolutely.
Number 44, Torrey Fobbs is back to punt. Punt's a booming kick. Looks like it's to
high
the right.
and short, out of bounds.
Goes straight out of bounds. And looks like the Dogs get it at about the 30-yard line. And we'll see how they react to this.
That's pretty good field position. The players look really pumped up, getting ready for today's game.
Yes, they do.
I just credit that to good coaching, getting your players up for each and every game. I know this is only their 6th game, but you know, they really just are trying to get pumped up.
And it's kind of hard with their record, but you know, maybe this will turn things around.
Absolutely. Optimism is the Bulldog spirit, and they're trying to stay optimistic.
Yep. So, quarterback for Bulldogs number 17, Dylan Buketic, who was recently the player of the week.
Oh,
and he passes
man.
it.
Good pass. Down to about the 35.
I believe that's Joey O'Day for the Bulldogs with the catch, and indeed it is.
Yep.
For about a gain of a good 30 yards. That was a good way to start the offensive possession with a quick first down.
Absolutely. The quick pass was very smart. Joey O'Day completely had the cornerback beat. The cornerback looked like he was expecting run, not for the Bulldogs to come out flying.
Yeah. So we'll have first down at the Bulldogs 35, 34. Buketic back to pass again. He looks open, looks for O'Day again. He catches the ball.
Good catch. He caught it way over the top of that cornerback.
Yeah, it looks like the same play over again. It works. You know, O'Day has those long arms, and he just gets up there. He actually had a great game against Ridgewood. Even though they lost, he had a touchdown and a couple other receptions to play well.
Absolutely.
We also like to take this time to thank Dr. Pizza, who's our sponsor for today's game. Dr. Pizza in North Riverside, Illinois. Great pizza over there.
Absolutely.
Buketic, hands off.
Hands off up the middle.
And looks like another gain for a good 5 yards.
Wow, Bulldogs are flying out of the gates here today.
And that's Callahan. And he's a tough kid.
Absolutely.
We're going to see a lot out of him today.
And that handoff was just in time. Quarterback made the handoff clean and got slammed afterwards. That's just good job hanging in there. Get that handoff perfect.
Pretty good atmosphere today. It was raining earlier, you know, not too hot other than, you know, 3 weeks ago when the Bulldogs last played here, reaching over 100 degrees. And throws on the touchdown to Alex Huffines.
Beautiful throw, great fade route. The cornerback didn't even see where he was coming from.
Greatly placed ball, you know, and that's how the Bulldogs are going to take this. They have very lengthy, tall wide receivers, and Bukatic pretty much has to throw it up there and hope for the best, and you know, it worked.
Yeah, just like he did with O'Day on those 2 plays previous. He just sort of threw it up there, and O'Day is a tall guy. You know, he can get up there, and he has a pretty good vertical too.
Yep. So Santi's back for the extra point. Snap. Ball is up.
It's good.
All right, that makes it 7-0. Bulldogs up on the Raiders, and we're off to a good start.
Absolutely.
Now we just have to hold them again on defense because, you know, right now this is a new team for the Bulldogs. They're coming out strong, and you know, maybe it is even the black jerseys. You know, maybe it's that one kick that they needed.
Absolutely. I mean, I could believe it. They're playing really good, and they just came out with a lot of momentum and a lot of strength on that first drive.
And you can see the sidelines are pumped up. All the coaches are in a good mood.
Even the trainers in a great mood. I mean, when the Bulldogs score, everyone's happy.
Yeah. So about 9:21 left on the game clock for the first quarter. Bulldogs up 7-0 after the Dylan McKettick, and he's 3 for 3 right now with about, you know, 40 yards in passing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game, and even, you know, 3 minutes into the game. It's off to a good start. So Beltran going to kick off again. Back is number 33, Wesley Sanders.
Doesn't look like they'll try another onside kick.
Yeah, maybe they'll play it safe this time.
Hopefully they'll play it safe this time.
Oh, and another onside kick.
Oh,
right to the same kid.
Oh, man.
You know,
hey.
No, you know, it's just maybe that's overdoing the onside kick because, you know, something bad can happen, giving them good field position like that.
They stopped them last time, but don't expect the same result twice.
Yeah.
Especially against this huge Glenbard South team.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be another re-kick, maybe offsides?
Possibly. I don't know.
Looks like it's going to be looks like it's going to be a
re-kick.
And they got pushed back 5 yards. Must have been either offsides or some kind of penalty.
Despite getting pushed back 5 yards, if they actually kick it off this time, they may end up with better field position than they would have if the onside kick would have stood.
Yeah, maybe they'll play it safe and actually kick off.
Hopefully they'll play it safe and actually kick off.
Yep. Out wide for the Bulldogs on their kickoff is number 88, Joey O'Day, who came up with those 2 catches, and number 22, Nick Callahan, the very athletic senior.
Who had a great 5-yard run.
Yep.
To set up the touchdown.
And they kick it off. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and it does.
Ooh.
So the flag is up, and the Glenbard South Raiders will get it at about the 25-yard line.
You know, it's okay. They have a very athletic return game, so kicking it out of bounds may just be the safest option.
Yeah, I mean, they played a really good defensive possession last time down, so.
Let's hope they can duplicate it.
Does it look like another re-kick?
Oh, wow, another re-kick. Even more yards back, another.
Yeah, another
re-kick?
5 yards.
Oh my gosh.
I guess the Glenbard South wanted another re-kick. I don't know why. I guess they want their returners to go back. They have number 2, Elvin Walker, also back there, who's a senior, 5'10", 170. They both look like very athletic gentlemen.
Absolutely.
So Santi's back to kick again.
Hopefully he puts this one in bounds. So they don't ask for another free kick.
You know, maybe that's even good coaching by Glenbard South Raiders because, you know, that's just pushing them back and getting them better field position.
Absolutely. Now, here comes Santi with the kick.
And it's up. And it looks like it might go out. And number 2, that's Walker, takes the ball. going wide, breaks left, and gets tackled at about the 40-yard line by number 33, Andy Suzuki. Andy Suzuki, also a very good defensive player, has very good reputation. Played varsity as a sophomore, and now as a senior, even growing stronger and stronger.
You know, special teams really is all about hustle, and Suzuki showed a ton of hustle there.
Yep.
Getting past his blocker and making that play.
Indeed. All right. So first down at about the 41-yard line for Glenbard South. Number 9, Tyler Padera, our quarterback, is back. Motion left. Quick handoff. Runs left. That's a first down.
Oh, man, and more.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
and that's
no.
a touchdown, Glenbard South. And
Number
that
33, Wesley Sanders.
that he has some wheels.
He's not a big guy
Holy.
at 5'9" and under 200 pounds, but
Yeah, but that he darted.
he didn't need to be big there.
Yeah. For about a good 60-yard touchdown for the Glenbard South Raiders.
Oh, that does not look good. That really zaps the momentum out of the fan base.
It does, and even though the Bulldogs defense, that one possession touchdown, but they just got to come back and keep their heads up. It's number 44, Torrey. Oh, and a flag.
That'd be number 44, Torrey Fobbs.
Not sure what the flag's on right now. Looks like it's just going to be another re-kick.
Maybe a stoppage of play for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't see a flag, so must
Yeah.
have just been a stoppage of play.
So back for the field goal. Ball down, and that's
Ooh, that is
not
a
even,
shank.
not even close. And
Hardly reached the back of the end zone there.
And that's 6-7 Bulldogs up the Raiders touchdown. We'll see if the Bulldogs can keep up their offensive, composure and get another touchdown here.
Absolutely, you see the whole crowd jumping up and down there, getting excited. Maybe that missed extra point will put the Bulldogs' momentum back in their hands.
Yep. You see the kick return team off. Coach Rech looking like he's a little missing a player, and there he is.
You know, he's trying to coach them, give them some last seconds of advice before they try to return this one.
Hopefully it'll be a good return so we can put the Bulldogs in good fielding position.
Back to return is number 2, Luke Keller, and number 25, Tyler Flores.
Luke Keller, junior at RB, very strong reputation, plays quarterback and running back. Tyler Flores, a very strong kid, plays running back, a little bit of defense, but we'll see how they do. Usually Nick Callahan's back to return. Maybe they're trying to save him for offense. And the kick is up.
And it looks like that's going to go to Luke Keller.
Keller gets it.
Tries to cut it
Cuts
back.
middle. Gets tackled at about the 22. That didn't look too good.
Hey, you got to give him credit. That was a really good open field tackle.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Keller tried to get in there, put his head down. Looked a little scary at a moment, but he got up all fine.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how the Bulldogs do here. First down at about the 24-yard line. Stands filling up as we speak. A lot of people here.
And just to remind you, you're watching, I'm Andrew Plefke. This is Tyler Campbell. You're watching RBTV. Visit our website at rbtv.tv or visit our YouTube channel at rbtv.tv.
And a missed completion, Dylan Bukatic looking for O'Day again. No, he can't get them all, but it even looked like maybe it was going to be another completion.
Almost. If he would have put that ball about a foot closer to O'Day, he would have caught that.
Yep.
And this is a game of inches and feet.
Yep. Second down on the 24 and about 10. 8:50 left on the play clock.
The score is 7-6, your Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs.
Dylan Bukatic back to pass.
Another pass.
Scrambles right. Passes it to no one, out of bounds, but plays it a little safe. Number 2, Elvin Walker almost had that ball, but luckily he wasn't there, and there's a flag down on the play.
I don't know what they're going to get him for. Maybe possibly holding on. Yeah, that's probably the call. Holding on the Bulldogs, probably.
Let's see what they
As
call.
the refs confer.
Holding.
Yep.
Ooh, on the defense.
On the defense. That was defensive holding, probably on a defensive back of some type.
Yeah. Catch the little break, that's a 10-yard penalty.
And that is an automatic first down as well.
The marching band over in the stands making a little bit of a 6-man chant. It's good to see.
Yeah, as the rain slowed up and the people, the rain slowed up, so the stands are starting to fill up here at Riverside Brookfield Stadium.
Yep.
People are arriving by the handful.
So Buketic under center, wishbone offense. Hands it off quick to Tyler Floros, and he gets stopped at about the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1.
The ref's saying it's a gain of 2.
Oh, there we go.
2nd and 8. You know, the Bulldogs really have tried to go with air, but they may want to start playing it safe, going on the ground.
Yeah, put some equality in the offense, keep the defense on their toes. Buketic under center again. Tyler Floros. One back in the and Dylan Buketic back to pass. Throws it up.
Oh, way over the head.
Throws.
He had his man open.
Yes, he did, but just slightly overthrew it.
It was a bit more than slightly. That was about a good 10 yards.
Yeah.
He must have just got a little bit more air onto that ball than he wanted. The wind is at his back, so he may have not taken that into account.
Yeah. So it makes it 3rd down and 8 yards for the Bulldogs.
You know, I don't really agree with that play call, quite frankly. It's now, if that would have worked, that would have been great. But now it's they're on their own half, and it's now 3rd and 8 instead of, if they ran it, maybe a more manageable 3rd and 4 or a 3rd and 6. I don't know if I agree with that play call to pass again.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too. Oh,
he had another man open.
Overthrows O'Day. So that makes it 4th down. It looks like the Bulldogs are going to punt. You know, maybe not too good at play calling, but, you know, what are you going to do? We're up 7-6. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out.
Yep.
You see Coach Rech talking to Buketic.
Yeah, I mean, Buketic, he's had a good first possession. That's like a second possession looked sort of weak from him.
So Alex Huffines, number 8, is back to punt for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs with a strange 3-man front on the line. Snap is back. And looks like Huffy's going to keep it.
Oh, he's going.
He's got the first down.
Oh, yes.
And more. To the 50-yard line.
What a way to change the momentum. Most of the crowd is on its feet. What an exciting play.
That was great. Good 15-yard gain from a fake punt. You know, that's a good way to keep the offense going. So Buketic's back on the field. We'll see how the Bulldogs take this possession. And
the Bulldogs are pretty lucky that worked.
Yep. They've been trying the, onside kicks, and now they just tried the fake punt, and it worked.
Hey, that may result in better field position for them later in the game, have that advantage. Oh, good pass to number 8.
Alex Huffines. 11-yard gain.
There you
We have another Bulldog first down.
Man, the Bulldogs are passing out of their mind. They're usually a run-first team.
You know, having the reputation earlier, about 2 seasons ago, of only passing, and then Coach Rech took over the program, making it more of an equal offense, running and passing, but we're seeing more passing tonight. So Buketic hands it off to Tyler Floros.
Tyler Floros gets about 4 yards.
Yep.
See, I like the run play, mixing it up with the pass play. Because it's the run sets up the pass, and the pass sets up the run.
Yep.
You know, if the linebackers are expecting pass, the run works the best. If the linebackers are expecting run, the pass works the best.
Yep.
So a good balance means that they'll get best production on offense.
Yep. It's pretty good equality in the offense right now. So Buketic under center. Not running too much shotgun offense, more under center, wishbone with Callahan and Floros in the back.
Jode split out left.
Up and a flag down.
Flag, probably false start. Delay the game. Oh, man.
Oh, you got to keep an eye on that play clock.
That's an embarrassing penalty to take.
Yep. Well, you know, maybe they'll, not that bad, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been a lot worse if that first run wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah, yes.
But instead of a 2nd and 6 now, they have 2nd and 11.
Yep. So
Joe Day split out left again.
Shelton Sharkey to the right. Ooh.
Oh.
And there's another offside.
Wow.
So number 55, Chris Duplanche, jumped a little bit, and the rest didn't catch it at first, but I guess they decided to call it, and offsides on the offense.
Absolutely.
Still 2nd down, and that makes it 2nd and 16. So it goes from 2nd and 6 to 2nd and 16 in a matter of 2 penalties. So not catching too big of a break right now.
You know, penalties on offense are really hard to make up because if you make a penalty on defense, you can always go out and play another possession or 2, you know, but penalties on offense can kill your drive. Penalties on defense, you have a lot of time to make it up.
Yep. Ooh, a blitz.
Oh, wow.
Pass it to O'Day, and he gets the ball.
Oh, wow. It was great by Buketic. He hung in there and took the hard hit.
Yep. Number 52, or is that 56, Joe Cornman for Glenbard South got through the line very quickly. So Buketic has a 3rd and about 8 yards to get this first down to see what the Bulldogs can do.
Marching band pumping up the whole crowd, you know, getting the Bulldogs ready to play.
Buketic back to pass. Throws it.
Caught.
Has O'Day.
First down again.
O'Day, that's got to be his 5th catch already. He's having a great game.
Yeah, huge game and just a junior too.
Yep.
He has 1 more year with us, and wow,
he's really showing something today.
Absolutely. I bet the coaching staff is very happy of him right now.
He really didn't play before the Ridgewood game last week, and then they put him in because senior Lewis Verdon hurt his ankle, so he couldn't play, and O'Day came out big, so they're playing him more. And he's showing them what they got.
Inside handoff. Stopped after a couple yards gained.
Big story about this week and last week was freshman lineman Louis Grigoletti, number 78 on the offensive line, getting moved up to varsity. Very, very big kid.
What is he?
I think he's listed as
6'4", 285 as a freshman.
As a freshman.
And he's still growing. He's gained just 25 pounds since last year. And, I mean, if he still grows, I mean, the Bulldogs just run behind him when he gets older.
And Buketic runs for maybe a first down.
And that is a first down.
Yep, the refs call a first down.
That moves the chains, man. If Buketic can make a run, you know, if Buketic can run and Floros keeps on running and they get a good pass option to O'Day, great balance equals great offense.
Yep. The Bulldogs really don't, they have O'Day and, of course, Buketic sticking out, but they have pretty good equal offense right now. They have Callahan running for a little one, Floros running for a little here and there, you know, passing it to Huffines for the touchdown and O'Day for the completions. Looking pretty good right now. Buketic back, passes it.
A lot of time.
Oh, through the hands of number 42, Mark Swift.
Oh, man. He had him. The cornerback could have even picked that one off. That was a good jump ball throw.
Yeah, that was well placed. Kind of risky, but, you know.
You know, and you saw in the last play, a lot of good protection on him, too. He had time.
That's the big thing that he's going to need coming off these last couple games is protection. Buketic getting beat up the past couple games. Maybe like Jay Cutler for the Bears.
Yeah, absolutely. But I almost think RB almost has a better offensive line than the Bears.
Yeah, maybe.
Good run by...
Looks like Nick Callahan.
Yep.
Yep, and that's
Good
Nick
run.
Callahan for about a game of 4 yards.
You know, Tyler Floros has gotten a couple more rushing yards this game than Callahan. But the score still Bulldogs in favor, 7-6.
With about 4 minutes left. Coach Albert's giving Buketic the play. Buketic went back to the huddle. Let's see what the Bulldogs can do here with 3rd and 5.
Oh, man, this is a crucial play here.
They're in the red zone. They can get this. They've proved it so far.
Look for them to play a little more risky.
Buketic back to,
oh, slant, and there's a flag.
Looks like it might be pass interference.
Oh, man.
Little contact
Let's
going
see.
in there. that was intended for Alex Huffines, the Bulldogs' very tall wide receiver who caught the pass for the first possession.
As you've said before, the Bulldogs have great height on their side.
Yes, they do. And looks, it was holding on defense, so the Bulldogs get a 5-yard gain.
That's the second defensive holding call. You really don't see that much, but that's 2 already just in the first quarter.
Well, you know, once they call it first, if they see it, they'll be looking for it more. And, you know, maybe the Glenbard Raiders are playing a little dirty, but we'll see what happens now.
Oh man, they got a 1st and goal here.
So here we go, Bukatic under center, 1 man back. That's Tyler Floros. Hands it off. Tyler Floros goes in.
Has a hole. Oh!
Does he get it?
No, he does not, but he is so close. You can taste it.
So we got about a 1 yard to the touchdown. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, 1 or 2 yards, man. I don't know if he should just keep it or try to get an outside handoff or pass. And instead of mostly running, now you have the in this situation you have the Raiders guessing. They really don't know what's going to happen. They could pass it, they could, you know, run it, sneak it.
Looks like it's going to be a run to Tyler Floros, and does he get the touchdown? Doesn't look like it. Looks like he stopped before the touchdown. Looks like they kind of stripped the ball, but I guess the refs called it down.
Yeah, I mean, if he's lying on top of somebody, they really just want to try to strip the ball there.
Cheerleaders today being very rowdy.
Enthusiastic.
Yes, they are. So it's 3rd down and goal. And the Bulldogs looking for that 1 yard gain for that touchdown to put them up at least 13-6.
They got, it's 3rd down now.
And it's quarterback sneak, and the arms are up, and touchdown.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That's what they needed.
Great QB keeper for the touchdown. Oh man, that's great. That puts them up 13-6. So even if the Raiders get a touchdown, they'd still need a 2-point conversion to tie the score. If this 1-point conversion is good. Oh no, looks like they could be trying and up.
Yeah, that's the weird Bulldog field goal that was brought on by Otto Zeman. Don't really know what it's just to keep the defense on the toes to see what they're gonna do. So Sandy Beltran kicks it, and it's good again.
You know, sophomore tried doing an onside kick, or not an onside kick, excuse me, a 2-point conversion, fake extra point on their after their first touchdown.
The sophomores before this game won and beat the Glenbard South Raiders. You know, showing some respect for the RB program. So it makes it 14-6 Bulldogs. We'll see what Glenbard South does.
We're going to take this break to remind you that you're watching RBTV. I'm Andrew Pilevsky here with Tyler Campbell. And please visit our website at rbtv.tv and visit our YouTube channel, rbtv.tv.
So Santi Beltran going to kick for the Bulldogs. Back again for Glenbard South is number 2, Elvin Walker, and number 33, Wesley Sanders. Both seniors. Looks like very athletic gentlemen. Duplanich giving Santi a place to kick it. And an onside kick again. And the Bulldogs sip it. Get it! And the Glenbard South looks like they got it, but it's going to be a fight. And the Glenbard South Raiders come up with the ball.
Oh man, I think that was number 8, that tall, lanky Alex Huffines at 6'6". Almost, he had his hands on it, tried to pop it forward to his own teammates.
Smart idea, but you know, come out for the worst, and the Raiders got the ball.
You know, on their first try, they haven't even got a regular old kick in there.
Yeah.
They're truly trying to keep the Raiders guessing here.
Yep. Of course, coming out with the first onside kick and then the couple penalties, and now another onside kick. So handoff, about a short gain of 2 for the Glenbard South Raiders.
2nd down.
Bulldogs showing some very good strength. Well needed for this game. We got 1:50 left in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 14-6. Glenbard South holding a very large offensive lineman, Kyle Amboy, number 77, listed at 6'5", 310.
Wow, that is a big man.
Yes. That's maybe what the Bears need for their offensive line.
Yes.
So
oh, wow.
that's number 33, Wesley Sanders, running a little off to the right, maybe a gain of half yard, maybe a yard. That makes it second and about 7 yards for the Glenbard South Raiders. Third down, excuse me.
Here we go. This is a key play for the Bulldogs. If they make him go 3 and out here, this could turn the tide of the game. And if they get another touchdown before half, this could be very, very detrimental to the Raiders football.
So shotgun offense. That's once again Tyler Padera, number 9. He's back rushing.
Oh, wow.
Very powerful run by number 9, Tyler Padora.
Yeah, he absolutely bowled over number 7, Mitchell Malloy. He's pretty lanky, but still a big guy, 6 feet tall, 160.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not an easy guy to run through, but.
Yeah. Mitchell, a junior at RB, stepping up for the Bulldog offense, filling in for, I believe it would be Nick Callahan, because the Bulldogs are suffering a couple injuries for this week. So Mitchell's filling in for safety. Handoff. Oh, nope. Keeper, number 9, and he keeps on going. That quarterback for Glenbard South keeps on taking the ball for it, and that was a good run of about 4 yards.
Good tackle from behind by number 33, Andy Suzuki.
Andy all over the place. He's a very good defensive player. And that'll wrap up for the first quarter for the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs are up 14-6. So we'll take this time to take a break for RBTV.
Hello, I'm Tatiana Arizaga, and you're watching RBTV, your 24-hour educational network. Watch RBTV on Comcast Channel 16, on AT&T UVerse Channel 99, Brookfield, and watch online at www.rbtv.tv. Just click on Watch RBTV.
Welcome back to the second quarter action for your Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs varsity football. The second quarter action is brought to you by Dr. Pizza in North Riverside.
So the Bulldogs up 14-6 over the Glenbard South Raiders. Tyler Fedora back for the Raiders and cuts back to the right, tackled by number 33, Andy Suzuki again. Andy's everywhere.
Andy's really the center of the Bulldogs defense.
So make it third down and about 7 yards to go for the Glenbard South Raiders. And the Bulldogs making good defensive front here in the first half. Making a couple good stops, holding the Raiders to, not too bad at possessions.
I mean, they had that one long run, and besides that, they really have mostly only gone 3 and out, and a flag on the field.
That pass was to number 2, Elvin Walker.
But it looked like it could come back because
goodness.
of holding.
And another flag down. We'll see. That's a double penalty.
I hope that's not offsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a flag on the field.
Yep, we'll see what
There's one back by the 45-yard line, and then one down by the 30.
So we'll see what the refs call here. Rare to see a double penalty. Hopefully it's on offsetting penalties. So it's pushing the back on the offense on Glenbard, and then pushing the back on defense also. So they are offsetting, so that would just make a redo of the down. Oh no, it looks like Glenbard's gonna get pushed back a little bit.
I don't understand why.
I think that the offensive push in the back will be more of a penalty than the defensive penalty of pushing the back. So
yeah, that's probably it. But
yeah, so that'll make it 3rd and 12 for the Raiders. Bulldogs making a good stand again.
Here we go, 3rd and 12. Another big play for the Bulldogs defense if they get this one to go. Everyone's on their feet.
Bulldogs in a 5-4 defense. Raiders going back to their huddle. Got 19 seconds, 17 on the play clock. Tyler Pedora for the Glenbard South Raiders, their quarterback. Back to pass. Launch the ball up the middle. Close, number 33, Wesley Sanders, but no cigar. As the Bulldogs got a 3-and-out. A little controversy on the possession, but Bulldogs come out victors on the possession, of course.
Now back to receive is number 22, Nick Callahan.
And we'll see what Nick does. Nick listed as 5'9", 170. Very athletic kid, showing himself that he's worthy to be back there.
He has good burst. Wow, what a kick. A deep one. Takes a Bulldog bounce.
And it'll be stopped at about the 23-yard line.
And not the best field position.
But it's workable.
Absolutely. And the Bulldogs will try to get this downfield pretty quick if they follow the trend of their last couple possessions.
So Buketic still quarterback for the Bulldogs. Very peppy spirit here at RB at Shuey Stadium. Kind of band playing the songs in the stands, and the cheerleaders and puppets dancing. Buketic pass it to Huffines. And a flag down the play, but Huffines got the pass for a good possession of 12 yards.
He's just so tall, 6'6". That's a hard guy to cover.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you can see there, he's just towers over even some of his linemen.
So let's see what the refs call here on the penalty. Push in the back on defense. So that favors the Bulldogs more.
Defense, the Glenbard South defense has been committing a ton of penalties lately. Not looking good here.
RBHS band, the marching band, is acting as a sixth man tonight, kind of chanting as if it was a basketball game.
Absolutely.
Glenbard South coach is arguing with the ref. Looks like the ref is...
Man, he does not look happy about that call.
No, he does not. So we'll make a first down for the Bulldogs at the 38-yard line. Buketic still a quarterback under center. Glenbard in a 3-5 defense. Buketic passes.
It's
and
high,
Mark
but
Swift.
Good catch.
Very good catch. Now it looks like they're going to get the first down.
Yep, that is a first down signal from the ref. As number 42, Mark Swift. Great haul in.
Yep. So Andrew, you're a freshman here. How do you like it so far?
Oh, it's been great doing TV production and great atmosphere in the school. And it's really clean building, nice building.
Even the field.
I mean, yeah, look at this field. It's pretty new, relatively new.
Looks like Glenbard South Raiders maybe a little too anxious on defense right there.
A little over anxious, absolutely. Offsides on the Raiders. As the darkness descends, it looks like the clouds have all but gone away here. And looks like it could turn out to be a pretty balmy but nice night.
Callahan having a little trouble with his visor there, ripping open a cloth on the field, showing off his muscles.
Nice.
So the Bulldogs first down and 5 off the penalty. Buketic still under center.
2-back set.
Back to pass. Scrambles right, throws it.
Oh, that was good jockeying for position by number 8, Alex Huffines.
Glenbard South coaching staff not happy with no flag there. Looked like a little collision, but you know the pass wasn't really that close to him.
Yeah, I mean they both receivers have a right for the ball.
Yeah.
And Huffines just took that right and tried to get a hand on it.
Didn't look like he was deliberately trying to knock the defensive player out of the way, but nothing happened. So on the left hash, the Bulldogs have the ball, 2nd and 5. Still in good position to get this other first down.
Look at it coming on to talk to his players about the coaches talk to him, and he is looking to make something happen on 2nd and about 6, about 5 actually.
Buchanan gets a snap, pass the back. Passes to O'Day, and O'Day can't get the pass. A little bit too outside, but we'll see what happens. The Bulldogs got a little break with that penalty, so they got pretty much an extra down to work with.
Yeah, O'Day, he really had the right route. If Buchanan would have put that back shoulder, that would have been an easy catch.
Yep.
A little bit far away from him, though, even with O'Day's very, very long arms trying to get that one. In his middle school, he played basketball, but really come out and playing football now, using his height and vertical ability to his advantage.
So Buchanan under center. Back to pass again. Very good protection around the Bulldogs.
And out of bounds.
Hits Mark Swift on the head, out of bounds.
Man, Mark was trying to get that catch. He almost had it, too.
Just a little inaccurate, but, it'll be 3 now for the Bulldogs, and they'll be out to punt.
Yeah, this is not good,
Yeah. Up still a touchdown with 9:30 left in the 2nd quarter, but their defense seems to be working pretty well so far.
Number 8, Alex Huffines, back to punt. And they don't have anyone back to receive.
They do not.
I don't really understand, but
I don't think they notice it.
I don't know. Yeah.
So the punt is back, hits the ground,
goes out of bounds.
and that's number 2, Luke Heller. Kind of really didn't know where the ball was, and he didn't know where the player was either to catch the ball.
That was really odd. I guess they didn't need a returner on that play, but see, we kicked it right down the middle of the field. That would have been,
Yeah, that was something strange. Haven't seen that in a while. So it'll be first down for the Glenbard South Raiders on the 15-yard line.
Yep.
You see the Bulldogs sideline there.
That was about 9.5 left in the 2nd quarter.
Quarterback
good
back.
Pitch. Great tackle.
By number 22, Nick Callahan. There he is again,
Callahan
making the play.
Making stuff happen on both sides of the ball.
Yes, he is.
Great overall football player, raw talent.
Very versatile.
Absolutely.
So we'll have 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. Bulldogs making a good stand. Make a good stand here. Maybe get the ball around the 50-yard line, make something happen.
Coaches having a little bit of a conference about what's going on in the field.
Back to pass is number 9. Passes it to number 28, Matt Luce.
He just dumped it off. The Bulldogs really had pretty good coverage on that play. He hardly dumped it off at all.
Yep.
I mean, he pretty much had that one covered to the teeth.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Raiders. We'll see how the Bulldogs play this. Maybe they'll stop him here for 3 and out. Quarterback back, pitches it. That'll be first down and more. There's number 33 again, and he darts off to the 40, the 30,
he's got some legs.
The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Glenbard South. That is number 33, Wesley Sanders again with the dart of legs on that kid.
I mean, that kid is so fast.
He just got out into the open on the sideline and just went and said, bye-bye, Bulldogs.
I mean, any scouts are there. That is
it looks like
look at.
It looks like it's getting called back, and the Glenbard South got a penalty called on him.
Oh my gosh, probably holding, but wow, look at that. Holding, yep. On Glenbard South. Oh my gosh. Bulldogs have got a lot of lucky breaks.
How misfortunate for that running back for Glenbard South Raiders for running 80 yards to the touchdown and having to get called back.
Oh man, it reminds me of Johnny Knox's kickoff return for the Bears.
Oh yes, it does.
Coach is just trying to regroup after almost.
Can't let that happen again.
Yeah, after almost giving up a touchdown.
Yep. Chilly night here in Riverside. Very comfortable weather, but
a little chilly. The wind is making it a little bit frigid out there for some of the players.
And even the rain, you know, the rain is here and there so far. It hasn't really rained so far during the game, but before it was a slight drizzle. So Tyler Padera, back to pass, throws it up.
Oh, he got his arm hit. Oh, that's probably why he overthrew number 2.
Looks like they're out to punt.
Evan Walker. Bulldogs really caught a break there. Wow.
that was quite lucky with the 80-yard run by number 33, Wesley Sanders, that got called back on a holding. So, you know, Bulldogs caught a break, and we'll see how they play this.
You know, and then number 22, Nick Callahan, back. He made stuff happen on defense. Now he's just going out there to see if he can make something happen in the return game.
Yep. So the punt is by number 44.
Oh, man, another really good booming punt. Trying
Callahan
to take it out. Callahan.
Jukes.
Oh, juked one, then slipped on that wet turf.
And that's number 4, Zach Bava on the tackle. Zach is senior, 6'1", 200 pounds. Pretty well sized.
I mean, yeah, their whole team is just beefed up. I don't know what they're feeding those kids, but we need to get some of that down here at RB.
How about we get them over here at RB? You know, but right now Bulldogs up 14-6 with 7:30 left in the second quarter, so not looking too bad.
You know, the whole crowd's getting pumped up, cheerleaders helping, and coaches trying to pump up the team. They're trying to regroup after with pretty decent field position, you know?
Yep.
The ball's at around the 35-yard line, actually on the 35.
Yep, you see the band there playing in the stands.
That improves the whole atmosphere the marching band does, just playing in the stands the whole game.
So Buketic out for offense for another possession for the Bulldogs. Buketic last game had a great performance, going 4 for 9, 91 yards, even though the Bulldogs didn't play too well. And, Huff Hines with the catch. It's tackled at about the 32-yard line.
Number 2, Evan Walker. He also is, Evan Walker's pretty fast, used in the return game by the Raiders.
We got a little shot of Mr. Ryan Gruber right there, basketball coach here at RB. Really well-respected coach around this area.
Absolutely. Now, again, Buketic back to
Floros.
Yeah.
Floros single in the back. Oh,
fumbled the snap.
No harm, no foul.
I mean, yeah, they didn't lose the ball, but it's not what they were hoping for.
Yep. So Buketic going back to the coaches, get the play.
You really can't blame that on the center or the quarterback there.
O'Day last game, even though he's having a big game now, like I said, he had a couple catches for about 58 yards and a touchdown. So he's even shown himself maybe catching for about 80 yards right now.
Yeah, I mean, O'Day having 2 great games in a row.
Tyler Floros, the running back, rushed for 112 yards against the Richard Rebels. Even though losing, that's a pretty good performance for a high school game.
Absolutely, and you know, back to O'Day, it's hard to have 2 really good games in a row coming off all the hype from during practice, coaches talking about your great game and your players and everyone at school even talking about your great game. And to come out and perform well again is just difficult. And O'Day is making it look easy, though.
Yep, he's coming out and showing everybody what he's got.
Looks like it'll be a 3rd and about 5 for the Bulldogs.
And we're here at Shuey Stadium. We'd like to also identify our sponsor for the game of the night, which is Dr. Pizza in North Riverside, Illinois. So Buketic under center, hands it off. That quick tackle.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs doubt they can kick that far. Sante has a big leg, but maybe not that big. We'll see if they try to kick her. It looks like their offense is just staying on the field.
You know, with 5:30 left, that's a risky kind of play calling. even though if they don't get this, it's still not giving Glenbard such good possession at about the 35-yard line. So
yeah, I really don't think they'd do this. I think they'd punt if they had the ball in their half, but the ball's on Glenbard's path, and I mean, it's the effectiveness of a punt right now with the ball at the 25.
Yeah.
It's not very good field position if Glenbard starts out with it, and if they get it, the benefit pros outweigh the cons, and he darts, breaks the tackle, and goes out of bounds for a first down.
At about the 13-yard line, that was a great run by Buketic, seeing the open field and taking that and getting the first down out of it. Buketic is the player of the week at RB. You know, well-deserving of it, too. He's a tough kid. He'll take a hit.
Absolutely, and Buketic steamrolled the Glenbard South defensive back. You need a linebacker to tackle that kid.
Yep. So we got Buketic under center again.
O'Day split out right.
Callahan back in the field, Flora.
And Huffhines split out left.
Back to
Look
pass.
for Huffhines. Tall ball. Oh,
Ooh.
and that could be a flag.
Looks like it's going to be on Huffhines.
Huffhines probably. We'll see, though.
Huffhines maybe got an arm out and forced number 2, that was Elvin Walker, out of the way, which would cause them to call that pass interference on Alex Huffhines.
You know, the penalties can really kill a drive. I mean, they're bringing the ball all the way back to where they were before that 4th down play.
Yep. So that'll make it 2nd down and about, looks like, see if it might be a 15 or 10-yard penalty. 15-yard penalty, and that's not what the Bulldogs are looking for right now. So that'll make it 2nd and 25.
Now the Bulldogs really need to convert this one. I mean, they can try to kick a field goal, but they would like a touchdown because giving Raiders some time on the clock to get a touchdown on their own.
Screen pass.
Screen pass dropped.
Refs call it down. Callahan was the intended receiver, just didn't get quite the hand on it.
You know, the bench looks pretty lifeless as the Bulldogs just got a penalty, then a dropped screen pass.
Yep.
You know, it may have been hard to see over the Glenbard South defenders charging at Buketic.
So that'll make it 3rd and 25 for the Bulldogs. Let's see if they can make something happen here at about the 28-yard line.
Let's hope they can.
Yep. Buketic is still at quarterback with Floros single in the back with Mark Swift, Nick Callahan, Huffy, and O'Day at the receivers.
Pass. Short pass.
Gets it to Callahan, who gets tackled right away.
I don't know if that was a suitable 3rd and long play.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just trying to get in the field goal range of Santi Beltran.
Yep. And this is kind of a hard position for the Bulldogs because, you know, you don't want to risk the missed field goal or, you know, it's a little too close to punt.
Exactly. I mean,
so
they're keeping the offense on the field again. They feel that that the field position right there around the 29 is good enough where they wouldn't mind if Glenbard started there. I don't know, with that running back on Glenbard, you know,
yeah, it's a little risky.
He can explode at any moment. I wouldn't. Oh man, almost sacked. Throws it up. Oh, good breakup by number 5 on Glenbard, Alec Jeske.
So it looks like it's going to be Glenbard ball. And, you know, that kind of showed a little, that showed the confidence that the Bulldog coaching staff has in Dylan Buketic and his passing ability. Because, you know, they wouldn't let him pass that ball if they didn't think that he could make that play, but it just didn't work there.
Yeah, you know, absolutely. He made the play, too. The ball was right there. Just a great play on the ball by, again, number 5, Alec Jeske.
Yep, knocking the ball out of the way for the Raiders. So we have first down for the Raiders.
You know, it was a Bulldogs great stop on 1st down, hoping to keep them to a 3rd and out. Maybe that'll even give some time for them. There's still around 4 minutes left.
So the Raiders have 2nd and about 7 yards to go for their 1st down. Number 9 back to pass. Scrambles. Bulldogs coming after him.
Oh, he gets a pass off. Yeah, you know, right there, number 19, Justin Agnew, was deciding either to stay in coverage on the receiver that caught the ball or try to go after the quarterback. He decided the quarterback, which may have been the smarter move, but the quarterback saw that and dumped it off to the guy who Agnew was covering.
And that was number 33, Wesley Sanders, the gentleman that had the runs and the one that was called back. Quarterback sneak up the middle.
Oh, wow, their offensive line just basically pushed him through the Bulldogs' defensive line.
So that'll make it first down for the Raiders at about the 38-yard line. 2:50 left to play. So the Bulldogs trying to make a stop here by the end of the half, keeping the lead. They are up 14-6. Quarterback back, fake pitch, handoff to number 28. That is Matt Luce, the running back, junior for the Raiders.
You know, the Bulldogs are trying to make him pay for stopping them on 4th down, but I don't know. Seem to be marching down the field so far, almost at midfield.
The hurry-up offense, back to passes, number 9.
Oh, he has a man wide open, number 20. Oh, and he's gone. He is so gone for a touchdown. That's number 20.
20 not listed for the Glenbard South football roster, but it was a good catch and a good pass by number 9, Tyler Padera.
Absolutely. I mean, and Tyler Padera had to put that ball right on the money. If he overthrew him, man, there goes the starting job pretty much.
Yeah, that was a wide open pass at about the 30-yard line, and then number 20 just took it to the house.
There was definitely a breakdown on coverage. I think the Bulldogs were expecting run on that one.
Yeah, and that also shows a little equality in the Glenbard South offense.
And, yeah, I mean, the equality, as I've said the whole game, is just helps with offense in general.
Oh, ref's call. Stop the play. And that's timeout. So during this timeout, we'll pause for station identification.
Hello, I'm Tatiana Arizaga, and you're watching RBTV, your educational network. Hey, would you like to own your favorite RBTV show? Log on to our website at www.rbtv.tv. Click on My DVD and order your favorite show now. It's easy, quick, and the shows make great gifts.
The score here is Bulldogs 14, Glenbard South Raiders 12, with about 1:58 left to play. Just coming off a long pass by the Raiders. And just a 2-point conversion after that pass.
That makes
making
it a
the
tie
score
game.
14-14. And this game is becoming more and more interesting. But wait, there's a flag on the field. Looks like personal foul on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was,
looks like it'll be enforced on the kickoff.
Yep, that looked like a chop block on the defense. So.
You know, the stupid.
Oh, roughing the passer.
Oh, roughing the passer. I mean, stupid penalties like that really can kill a team. They can't. I mean, you know, 5 yards, 15, 10 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. I mean, it's, you know.
You know, it's something that you don't want to see, the Bulldogs. It's still 14-14, but the Glenbard South Raiders are going to have a better spot to kick off. Maybe not give the Bulldogs such a great place for the ball.
Absolutely. Field position is a battle, and penalties can lose the battle or win the battle.
Yep.
So
looks like Glenbard's going to be able to kick off from the 55-yard line, and that
wow. I mean, that's almost comical, kicking off from the other half. I hope he can put this into the end zone here.
Yeah, number 44, Torrey Fobbs, very, looks like vocal player.
Absolutely, getting his team pumped up and getting ready to go.
Big boy for a kicker.
Absolutely.
He's listed for playing offensive line and defensive line, so He sends that one flying.
Oh my gosh, he almost made a field goal there.
That could have been a field goal.
That was a crazy big kick, and he, you know, for a big boy, that was a big kick.
No, it's kind of given, you know. He watched him in warm-ups. He was kicking very well, and you know, he's just got a leg on him. He's got all that weight that he just throws it there, and then the ball goes sailing.
You know, after that mixed extra point in the first quarter, he really has something to prove, and that big kick definitely proved it.
Yep. So the Bulldogs get the ball at the 20-yard line. Maybe to show something at the end of the second half, of the first half.
Yeah, they're trying to hurry up, expect them to be passing, and so do the Raiders.
Up, Buketic back to pass.
Finds an open O'Day.
O'Day maybe heard footsteps there coming.
He got a little.
Yeah.
He's beating himself in the head, saying he should have caught that one.
Yep, he's kicking himself, but you know, we'll see how he gets back. The thing is to do is that he's got to come back and keep his head up and just make that next catch.
And absolutely, and you know the Bulldogs, even if he did drop it, which he did, the clock still stops. So, I mean, they have all the time in the world to design a good play to try to get a first down here.
Yep, they have 1:53 left in the second quarter with 2nd and 10. Tie game 14-14, Buketic back to pass. Oh! O'Day again right through the arms.
O'Day.
And he knows.
By Rech.
Yep. He knows that he should have had that ball, but you know, I guess it's really nothing to blame for him right now. He's had a good game running everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. He has had a good game running everywhere, and it's just how things work sometimes.
You really can't catch him.
You can't catch them all as it's starting to rain here at Shuey Stadium.
A light drizzle might affect the Dylan and Tyler's throws.
Absolutely, and
and number 25, Tyler Floros, tripped up at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Looks like it's coming down.
Wow, it's really starting to pour in the stands. The once Reliant fans are getting their raincoats on, and
you see everybody
even starting to leave the field a little bit with the raincoats and umbrellas.
You can see umbrellas coming out by the dozen.
And you can see that great shot of the rain is just coming down hard. The Bulldogs may want to start running the ball more.
Yeah, because, you know, with the rain and, you know, of course the ball, it's going to come out not as good as you think it will. So you might as well play it safe, run out the clock, and make it halftime.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, there's only 1:39 left, but off a punt, how good position the Raiders will get here. They can still score. It's just a 2-minute warning.
And here comes the rain.
Oh,
it is coming down more and more.
And wow, it is really hard, but no lightning or thunder, so the game will still go on.
And you just saw the shot of everybody with their umbrellas. And
it's sort of awesome seeing everyone's umbrellas from the top up here.
And in about the matter of 10 seconds, everybody had their umbrella.
Everyone has their umbrella or is leaving right now.
Yes.
Oh, wow, good kick.
That's Huffy. Comes back.
Ooh.
Looks like it's going to be around the 40-yard line.
Raider bounce. You know, if that was, I mean, the difference, that was a difference of almost 20 yards there. If that would have been a Bulldog bounce, that would have been on the opponent's 40.
Yep. Not a bad punt though, you know, a 30-yard punt, get the Raiders away from the touchdown, maybe hold them again.
Yeah, and the Raiders really haven't had a significant drive down the field. They had 2 very good plays, and that was the long run by number 3, Zach Smith, or sorry, number 2, Evan Walker. But then you'll have, and then they had the great pass to the unnamed number 20. I mean, besides that, the Bulldogs really have done a great job of stopping them.
So Patora up the middle again for a good gain, about 9 yards.
He's a big guy, and he can make some big plays.
He's very versatile. You know, they've showed that they trust him in throwing the ball, they trust him in handing off the ball, and they trust him with running the ball. So he's kind of a triple threat quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely, and those type of triple threat quarterbacks are the ones that are very useful at the high school level, at least, and becoming more prominent in the pros with Michael Vick and Aaron Rodgers having more success as of late. along with Cam Newton having a great 2 first games of his career.
Yeah. And looks like the Raiders got a holding call on them, so it got sent back. So it'll be 1st and 15, favoring the Bulldogs right now.
Wow, that penalties, problems for offense. Oh, wow.
Trusting his quarterback,
man.
passing. Number 2, that's Elvin Walker, cuts back to the middle.
Oh, man, Walker brings it down to the 10.
That's a heartbreaker right there. Even though once I said favoring the Bulldogs, I think I jinxed them.
Absolutely you did, but, you know, the Bulldogs still should be able to have a little bit more coverage. They had 2-on-1 on the outside.
Yep.
And the one cornerback tried to cover both and did his best job, but it's hard to cover 2 people at once.
And the Bulldogs need this game. They need to come out in this halftime not down, because they're already 1-4. They need a win here.
Absolutely. Run up the middle, stuffed, fumble.
Looks like
Bulldogs are saying they have it. Bulldogs are saying they have it.
what's going to happen. Let's see what the
man.
refs say.
There's a scrum. Bulldogs still signaling they have it. And, you know.
Still down the field. We're waiting for a call here.
Bulldogs motioning they have it.
And they
got it.
Bulldogs got the ball with 50 seconds left in the second quarter. And they are pumped up. Shuey Stadium rocking.
Wow, the umbrellas are jumping up and down in joy as the Bulldogs stuff them on the try to run inside the middle. The Bulldogs may just want to knee this one.
Yeah, let's see what they try to do. They don't have such good field position on the Raiders' 5-yard line, but we'll
you know, it was recovered by number 28 on the Bulldogs.
Oh, number 28, Vince Sandrick.
Yeah, recovered by him. He got to the bottom of that pile or got on the ball first. And now everybody in the stands are ludicrously attired. The rain has stopped, and the umbrellas start to come down.
And looks like you were right. Dylan Bukaitic takes a knee, and they're probably going to let the clock go down.
You know, and everybody, the umbrella's starting to go down, and the Bulldogs' spirit's starting to go up here.
Yep.
As the Bulldogs just forced a fumble and just running out the clock till halftime. Tie game, 14-14 with about 25 seconds left.
Looks like Dylan's going to knee it again.
And that should send both teams to the locker room. After a fairly strong Bulldogs first half.
Yeah, very equal first half, 14-14.
Exactly. You know, I'm not alone in thinking that this game was not going to be as equal as it was. Not in the Bulldogs' favor either.
Yep. So that'll wrap up the first half. Bulldogs 14, Raiders 14. So we'll take the halftime and take a break for station identification.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Manetti, 08, M-A-N-E-T-T-I.
Tell me what you've done since graduating.
Since graduating from RB, I've done quite a bit. I worked at the Chicago Sun-Times for a year and a half on their high school sports desk. I was a web specialist, so I helped update content on yourseason.com. After that, I took some time off. Currently, I'm a sports writer at an extra bilingual newspaper. RB helped me a lot, specifically the TV classes, because when I was actually in a college class, we did do some multimedia projects. I did have to go out, shoot my own video, edit my own video, and it really helped me get the job at the Sun-Times. I had so many great teachers, it's hard to name all of them, but my wrestling coach, Mr. Dugetti, Mr. Rech, Mr. Auroric, and also Mr. Forberg. I would just say that to be confident in yourself. and be proactive. And also, if you know what you want to do, start soon. I was a freshman when I started working at the Sun-Times, and that was almost unheard of. And I got the job by being proactive. And I must have called there 2 or 3 times a day until I finally talked to the editor of the website, and he had offered me the job.
Hello, I'm Andrew Polewski here with Tyler Campbell, and to the beginning of the second half of our Bulldogs varsity football. Bulldogs are tied with the Glenbard South Raiders 14-14. Glenbard's about to kick it off.
No, good first half, very equal with both teams. Like he said, tied at 14s, and we'll see how this second half goes for both.
You know, let's hope it is a good second half. This game has been exciting so far, and I'd like it to be exciting in the future. Trying to, you know, kick away from our 2 threats.
Yeah, sure.
You know, as 2 threats, that would be Nick Callahan and Tyler Flores.
Yep.
I mean, they're trying to keep the ball out of their hands, which would be smart on their part. They have very explosive, high play potential, and they wouldn't want the score to become 21-14 too quick.
Yep. So we'll see what the Bulldog offense does here. They get the ball at about 32-yard line, and let's see what they do to start the half. You know, they came out strong with their first offensive possession with Buketic throwing the touchdown to Alex Huffines. So we'll see what they do now.
Yeah, Buketic looking to pass. Oh,
and the ball was not snapped. It looks like a little miscommunication with the quarterback in the center.
Yeah, it looks like everyone was on page except the center on that one.
Yep. So it'll be about a 5-yard penalty.
Yep.
That's just misfortunate.
Not just misfortunate. It's sort of a unnecessary penalty.
Yep.
Just get the snap count down. You're at home. I mean, there's not a lot of noise in the crowd right now. It's just, no, band's not even playing. Just get the snap count down,
It's a good way to put it. You know, so we'll see what they do. 1st and 15, and the Bulldogs 28. Quick handoff to Nick Callahan. He gets about a 5-yard gain out of it about.
You know, Callahan did a great plunge move there, you know, just trying to get his head down, get his weight low so he can try to fall forward and stretch out that ball towards the end.
And the Bulldogs didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, so they're still behind it about 2 yards. But they got 2nd and 13 to go. We'll see what they do.
And the second quarter action is brought to you, second half action is brought to you by our sponsor, Dr. Pizza in North Riverside.
So we got Buketic under center. Wishbone offense. He's back to pass. Looks left and gets sacked.
Oh, a hard sack.
That looked by number 1, Kenny Anderson, the senior lineman. Kenny is listed as 6'1", 205, and that's a lot of body mass coming at you for a quarterback.
And he was coming out of there quick.
Yep.
I don't know how Buketic took that hit in his back up. That was a tough hit.
He's a tough player. So Buketic looks like they're going to be trying to go for this on 3rd and looks about 20 yards.
Yeah, you know, I don't know, shotgun, obviously, but actually they're not going shotgun. Buketic's been pretty much understanding the whole game, actually. And, quick draw play.
Hands it off to Tyler Flores. Flag down. Looks like it's going to be roughing the passer. Maybe. It looked like Buketic got knocked, but something happened in the backfield. Holding on the offense.
Oh, man. Holding. Penalties can kill a team. Not good. You know, but they happen in games, and teams have to find ways to regroup and recover. And now looks like
we'll see. This is not looking good right now. That makes
him
it
back even farther.
Yeah, that makes it about 3rd and 30. So that's not what the Bulldogs were exactly looking for.
You know, I mean, I think they've had one play of 30 yards this whole game, so let's hope to see if they can get another one. Probably not, though. They just really want to try to get some good field position. Even if they don't get the first down, if they get close, if they get within 10 yards, they still get good. They're in good position to punt. But if they only get 5, they're not in good position to punt.
Quick handoff,
I don't know. They were trying to catch Glenbard off guard there, but it really didn't work.
Yep, and it looks like the punt team's coming out.
You know, Huffines standing very tall at 6'6", big leg. And
he's been
trying,
punting it pretty well today.
you know, punting to number 33. You know, at number 33, that would be Wesley Sanders, having a great game with 1 yard of over about 80, and then they have one yard about 60, and one that was going to be about 80, but was called back for a holding penalty.
Yep.
Finds the fake, and
kicks it, goes.
Ooh, takes
down,
a Raider
looks like
bounce.
they're
Oh wait, Bulldog bounce back, and they get it about the 47.
No, that's not a bad position for the Bulldogs. They've been holding the Glenbard South offense pretty close to the end zone, so I guess they could be happy with that.
Yeah, you know, I mean that was a pretty good punt. He was pretty much punting from the goal line to get it to the 47. That's pretty quality. I mean, you know, if it would have gotten a good bounce, but it doesn't seem the ball is rolling for RB so far. Quick handoff to Wesley, stopped by the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs kind of coming out with not too much momentum in the second half with the big penalties, sending them back, 20 yards, and now, 2nd and 7. Let's see if they can make a stop here.
Yeah, and you mean the crowd's quiet. The cheerleaders are trying to pick them up, but not really working. Yeah. The crowd is pretty cold and pretty wet and just not feeling good right now if the Bulldogs did not do well in that last possession.
Yep. So it's Tyler Pedora, quarterback for Glenbard South, pitches it.
Oh, that's number 33, Wesley, darting around, completely juked.
Yep, that's actually number 3, Zach Smith.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, no, that's all right. He's a sophomore.
Wow,
running back.
He has some wheels, and Glenbard South has a good running back.
Yep.
It's the future because he absolutely juked out Eric Espeland.
Yep, that's a really talented sophomore, pretty heavy, 200 pounds.
Wow, that's pretty big for a running back of his speed.
Yeah, he's still got 2 more years under his belt.
I mean, he still has time to, he even could still grow a little bit more.
Yep.
I mean, it's almost scary.
Yep.
It's like they're going Wildcat.
Oh, nope. Motion, pitch. And we get the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Fantastic play.
That's number 42, Mark Swift, excuse me.
You know, Mark Swift plays some great linebacker and some great wide receiver.
Yep.
He almost barely didn't catch a touchdown pass earlier this game. I think in the second quarter, and he just made a great play there. And the bench looking pretty unexcited, unexplainably unexcited after that great play. I think it's more nervous energy, though.
Yep.
I mean, the Raiders are on their half. Another great, oh, he breaks free. Still a great play. It's going to be 3rd and 9, or 3rd and 8.
No, Bulldogs making a good defensive stand right now. You got 3rd and about 8 or 9. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll hold them and then get a turnover. Maybe if the Raiders punt, we'll see what happens.
You know, but the Bulldogs really can't count them out here. The Raiders' last 2 big plays for touchdowns both came on 3rd down. So they really can't count them out. And they were both 3rd and long situations, I believe, too.
Yep.
So be very careful here. They like to come out gunning on 3rd and long.
Fedora back to pass. And he has completed number 2, Elvin Walker.
Oh, just past the line. Just past the first down line.
Pretty good catch there, though. That was a well-placed ball. Got his hands on it, just held on to it.
Yeah, I mean, if that ball would have been even better placed right in his numbers, that maybe he would have maybe even ran for 10, 20 more yards.
Yeah. Luckily, the Bulldog defensive backs were there, so.
They definitely got him down quick.
Yep. So Glenbard has the ball. Looks like timeout has been called. Timeout, Glenbard. So during this timeout, we will take a break for station identification.
Hi, I'm Haley Bunchak, and you're watching RBTV, your educational network. Watch RBTV on Comcast Channel 16, on AT&T UVerse Channel 99 Brookfield, and watch online at www.rbtv.tv. Just click on Watch RBTV.
We're back to varsity football. That's Bulldogs varsity football. We're here, Bulldogs tied with the Glenbard South Raiders 14-14 with about 6.5 left in the third quarter. The Raiders are threatening at around the 17-yard line. Quick handoff to number 33.
And
who gets
stopped.
Swallowed up. He was just trying to dance his way through the line, but the Bulldogs smelt that one out quickly and got him down.
It's number 33, Wesley Sanders. Just trying to get a little something going for the Raiders, but, you know, it didn't happen.
You know, he had those 2 big runs earlier in the game. One called back for holding.
Yep.
And one for a touchdown. He has speed, so if he can just get past that first line, he can create some serious damage.
Glenbard having a little...
a lot of motion.
And that's offsides.
That's a false start.
Yep.
On 74. That would be number 74, Tom Snyder.
And there we go. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Second down.
Kicks the Raiders back a little bit, gives the Bulldogs a little breathing room.
Absolutely, and if they can make a stop here, this will be 3rd and long.
Yep.
Hopefully this time the Raiders will not convert on 3rd and long if the Bulldogs stop them here.
We'll see what happens.
And of course it all starts with stopping them here. That's the hard part. They got number 33, who's normally a running back, split out wide.
The snap, fumbled snap.
Screenplay. Oh no, they got some blockers.
Looks like he'll be close, and he powers his way in.
Ah.
That's number 3, Zach Smith. And, you know, he just powered his way in. He's the sophomore, like we were talking about earlier. He's a very powerful young man. Just bolting through the end zone, breaking the Bulldog pack.
Exactly, it was Zach Smith just powering through. Oh man, he almost had him down at the 1, but Zach Smith lowered his shoulder and got in for the touchdown.
That was a good heads-up play by the quarterback, Tyler Padera. You know, he fumbled the snap but got up, looked for his receiver, hit him, and his receiver did all the work.
Yeah, I mean, and he had not a second more to spare because the Bulldogs linemen were on him off the screenplay.
Yes.
And
so it looks like they're going for 2.
They're going for 2. 2014 here. After missing the extra.
Pass again.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
good.
Knocked away.
Good play by number 82.
That's Kevin Garvey.
Kevin Garvey. Great play on the ball.
It's a way to get your hand in there and not let the Raiders get that 2-point conversion. You know, maybe the Bulldogs will come up on top if they can score here.
Absolutely, and cheerleaders are urging everyone to pump their spirit up. So
that is the cheer.
And people are hoping to do that here, getting a little more excited after that failed 2-point conversion. You know, interesting fact, not a single field goal has been kicked, not including extra points. Field goal has been kicked. The Bulldogs, when they were in the red zone, went for it on 4th down twice. Sorry, 4th down twice. And so we'll see. And they also went for 2 onside kicks to start the game. So now the score is 14-20. Bulldogs losing barely with 5 minutes left in the game. Number 44 with a big, it's a squib kick. Gets all the way back to the hands of their playmaker, Tyler Floros, who gets stopped around the 26-yard line. Decent field position. It's workable. It's not very good, but it's workable, definitely.
Yeah, we'll see what the Bulldogs do here after the Raider touchdown. We'll see what we kind of can do with his tall wide receivers and his versatile running backs.
I mean, what more can you ask from a team? Tall wide receivers, versatile running backs, even a more versatile quarterback.
Yep.
And
he's proven himself too, you know. He's been throwing the ball, running the ball, handing off the ball. He's just been doing it all today.
Yeah, and player of the week too, so.
Yep. Oh, good read.
Great pitch.
Tyler Flores powers his way for a good 7-yard gain.
Definitely good read on the option play.
Yes, very good read by Dylan Bukatic. That's a good reaction time to that defensive end coming out to tackle him.
And that was a good block also by Alex Huffhines on that side of the field.
Yep.
Crowd standing, looking even more excited. And
so it looks like the penalty was on the Bulldogs holding.
ooh, man.
So that's a big penalty. That's a 10-yard penalty. So I'll send the Dogs back from the play of the ball. So that gives them 1st and 15.
And that's a long 1st and 15 too. They
Yeah.
just got to chip away at it each down and just try to get at least 5 yards and try to get in. Oh, fumble snap and recovered by Glenbard South.
Oh man, that's not what the Bulldogs were looking for. You know, they're walking off the field. That's not a good way to start this half.
And especially near their own goal line too.
Yep.
I mean, fumbling a snap on like the 10-yard line, the other team's goal line is disappointing, but fumbling it there, that's an easy money for Glenbard.
Yep.
Hopefully the Bulldogs can make close to a goal line stand here and stop them from putting another 7 on the board, or another 8 if they try to.
So we'll see what the Glenbard South Raiders do here. Number 9, Tyler Polanski. Oh, Tyler Padera.
Motion by number 28,
And a pitch
Matt Luce.
and a flag down.
Whoa, man.
Thrown far.
Yeah, I know. That ref threw it like 15 yards.
So we'll see what the call is here. Maybe it'll be with the Bulldogs, sending the Raiders back.
Could be holding. It was thrown from the... There you go, holding. It's thrown from the far judge, so
Holding on the offense.
he must have had a good angle at it.
Yep. And you know, you can pretty much tell that's why the refs do that, is they throw it so they know where the play happened, just in case if the coaches really get pissed at the call.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, back to the game. 1st and 15 for the Raiders. Similar situation the Bulldogs are in. Hopefully, they would end the same way with a fumbled snap.
And we'd like to see that right now.
Oh man, they're going a little into shotgun.
Motion out the shotgun.
4 wide receivers and a split back.
You got a pass.
Oh
And
wow!
he's open. That's number 33 again. Wesley Sanders showing his hands.
Is that his 2nd or 3rd touchdown?
That's his second touchdown.
His second. Wow.
One of them was called back after almost his 2nd running touchdown, but in the first quarter he had that one, 60-yard run. But he just showed off that he can do a little wide receiver also.
Yeah, he just went right, split that seam in the zone, went right up the gut, and found.
Great throw by Tyler Padera.
Yeah.
Once again.
He put that right on the money too. I mean, that was the receiver hardly even had to move his hands, landed right in the basket.
Glenbard not getting they got called back. Another penalty, and they don't get that touchdown.
Oh man. Wesley Sanders must be furious at his lineman for holding another holding call.
That's his 2nd touchdown being called back. That's totally misfortune.
Oh man.
So motion. Looks like he's gonna keep it.
Oh, that's a reverse. To number 28.
They almost get back to the line of scrimmage, about 3 yards behind.
Oh wow, what a surprise! No holding call.
There we go.
And there you go. They almost get it to the 20-yard line.
So we'll see what the Glenbard South Raiders do here.
2nd and 15. 2nd and 16, excuse me. And
good possession off the 1st and 31. So
yeah, try to make everything happen when you can, and they certainly have been. And this game is not turning out in the Bulldogs' favor, it appears, as pass
and it's caught
for a touchdown.
That's Elvin Walker.
No flags down. That is a touchdown signal.
Touchdown Raiders.
Oh man, this game is shifting out of the Bulldogs' control.
Yep.
Score is now
that makes
26-14.
As they got the 2-touchdown lead after coming out with 2 strong touchdowns in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Are they going to try to kick the extra point?
We'll see.
And they're sending in number 33, Wesley Sanders again.
We'll see what they do, because the coach might want to get those 2 points back from the missed field goal and get them to an even score so the Bulldogs can't go ahead.
Oh, yeah. That's absolutely what he wants to do. And he'll try to do that, too.
Looks like, oh, timeout Glenbard. So during this timeout, we'll take a pause for station identification.
Hello, I'm Kevin Garcia, and you're watching RBTV, your 24-hour educational network. Watch RBTV on Comcast, Channel 16, on AT&T UVerse, Channel 99 Brookfield, and watch online at www.rbtv.tv. Just click on Watch RBTV.
And we're back for more Bulldog football. Come back off the timeout in the third quarter with 3 minutes left.
And looks like the score is 14-26 Raiders. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here after following the touchdown. And they do not get it.
Broken up pass.
Another 2-point conversion denied by the Bulldogs. You know, it seems the Bulldogs have a pretty good goal line offense. Goal line defense, but they really haven't been able to use it as all touchdowns no touchdowns have come from the red zone by the Raiders. They've all come outside the 20-yard line. The Raiders live and die by the big play, and it looks like they're thriving now, up by 12.
We'll see what the Bulldogs do here to retaliate from the 2 quick touchdowns. You know, they can't let this get them down like it has in the past. You know, they've shown that they can come back, but they just got to prove that they can.
I mean, didn't they come back last week?
Yep. When they played the Ridgewood Rebels, they were down 19-0 at the end of the first half and came back to go up 20-19, but just couldn't pull it off. You know, they've got the talent. They just got to keep the stamina.
You know, that just couldn't pull it off clause that has killed the Bulldogs this year.
Yep.
I mean, they're 1-4, but they don't feel like a 1-4 team.
They don't look like it either. They should be a little better.
Trying again to keep it out of the hands of the playmakers. Oh, fumble.
And it looks like they're and so the kickoff got past the Bulldogs receiving team and ended up with a Glenbard South recovery at what the referee signaled maybe before the first yard line.
Oh my gosh, that's very unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Yeah. The fans must feel awful, man.
Oh, and it looks like no, they called a touchback. So it is Bulldogs ball.
Yay. Okay, never mind. Fans start to play again. It's okay.
They did not say that Nick Callahan touched the ball, so it wasn't a touchdown.
Yeah,
an interception off the tip pass.
You know, despite that, the momentum was still on the Raiders' side as they got the interception.
And Raiders are pumped up right now because they just got 2 great plays. And off the interception by number 4, Zach Bava, you know, that was a very talented play, but the Bulldogs got to come back and do something here.
Yeah, you got to do something. Get a turnover here would be great. But, I mean, you see the Bulldogs lethargically walking off the field, and the Raiders sprinting on, jumping up and down, happy that they got an interception. The Bulldogs just sapped of all energy.
No one's happy on that Bulldog team right now. They gotta keep, just kick up the spirit, get this up.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's see if one thing our defensive line hasn't really been doing a very good job of is getting penetration, but they got penetration there, and good gang tackling to finish off the play.
If only they got it a little bit yards shorter, as the Glenbard South Raiders get a good gain of about 6 yards.
Yeah, if they would have gotten to that ball a little bit quicker, it would have been okay. And the rain's starting to come down yet again.
The momentum is coming towards the Raiders, too. The second half they came out strong. The Bulldogs, maybe looked like they were going to come away with it after the first half, but, they didn't come out with the momentum that they needed.
Yeah, and, that momentum is so crucial. It's swung the tide of this game. The Bulldogs were up 14-6, and now they're down 14-26.
Stop behind the line.
That was a really hard hit by number 20, Bruce Bartlett. And, they haven't scored since, what, the first quarter?
Yep.
The Bulldogs' offense has gone completely down. I don't know what it is. It was just the interception and a bunch of turnovers, fumbled snaps. Just nothing's going their way. They can't really start an offensive drive.
That's kind of the reputation the Bulldogs have built, though, this season. You know, they haven't had the greatest track record of keeping the offense up. They just got to make something happen, you know. As number 33, Wesley Sanders takes it, gets the first down at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs looking a little lethargic. Fans starting to pull out the umbrellas again.
Yep, here comes the rain.
Yeah, and it's starting to come down harder and harder, increasingly.
And the rain's a big factor during the game. You know, it's makes the, as everybody knows at home, that we have an artificial turf field.
Number 75 trying to get off the field. He dove off. I think he got it off in time.
As he powers through for the touchdown. That's number 33, Wesley Sanders. He has had a great game today. Wesley, a senior, 5'9", 185, just a brick house, not being stopped by the Bulldog defense.
And you know, brick house is also something great to build upon. That team has built upon him with making a great complement passing game and a good complement offensive line.
Yes.
And you know, he has had such a good game despite all the setbacks that they have. He's had two, again, called back. The passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown, both called back. And it would just be.
He's just proven himself. You know, he's a great football player, as they missed a field goal, so that makes it 32-14 Raiders.
That's a second missed extra point.
Yep. But, you know, Wesley has really proven himself as a very versatile football player, you know, catching a touchdown, running for touchdowns, you know, being met at the 5-yard line, and then powering through to make that touchdown. He's a really good football player.
He does everything, and this game has turned tides so quickly. At one point in time, it was a tied game, and that was only at the beginning of the quarter. With a minute left in the quarter, it looks like a blowout.
Yep.
And Bulldogs just trying to get something. If they could get a touchdown this last minute, that would be awesome, just to try to get this momentum back. But we'll see.
This is exactly what the Bulldogs didn't want. You know, the fans here want to see them win. The Bulldogs, after being pummeled their last home game, 49-0, you know, this isn't what they want to see, and they don't want another blowout. You know, with the Raiders scoring 3 quick touchdowns in the third quarter.
Yeah, and it's just one after another, and it only came off of 2 bad plays. One was the interception, one was the fumbled snap. I mean, 2 bad plays results in almost 3 touchdowns.
Yep. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man, the slippery turf almost makes him fumble the ball, but
Bryce Bartlett.
Wow,
through.
He almost got away. That punter stopped him. That is a big boy, that punter is.
Yep.
At number 44, Torrey Fobbs.
You know, big boy for a kicker. He's listed as a defensive lineman, and he's kicking, you know, just probably because he has the biggest boot on the team. You know, we have our soccer players as kickers. Some teams want to have their bigger men, so they have a better safety just in case if something like that happens, so he can get that tackle.
Oh, yeah, it seems to have panned out there as stopped. The rain is really coming down now, hoping the Bulldogs can get something going here. Hand off to
Nick
Callahan with explosive run of about 13 yards.
Callahan just powering through that line, and, you know, it looks like he has a little misfunction with his shoulder pads, but, you know, he can take a collision, and he wants that red zone and touchdown.
Oh, yeah. And he powered through one guy, and he always falls forward. That's the one thing about Callahan. Always falling forward. Like, he's sort of like Marion Barber, injured from the Bears right now, but he never falls backward. Oh! And that's number
33, Andy Suzuki.
Oh, Suzuki, mostly known for his defense, but really comes out there great on
showing his speed.
Absolutely, and you need speed to play defense. Why not just use him on offense too? And you know, as I was saying about Callahan, he always is falling forward, and he's also for that reason he's a great goal line guy.
Yep. You know, he's trying to push extra for that extra yard for his team. You know, he puts it out.
You know, he looks exhausted as he's coming off the field.
Yep.
And I wouldn't blame him.
Looks like Bulldogs might run out the clock with 23 seconds left on the game clock for the third quarter.
You know, that's what I said they need to do. They need to get down the field, and they're almost scoring a touchdown. Hopefully they can score it right after the break.
Yep.
And
looks like they're going to let it run out.
Should be coming up soon. You know, this quarter was not the best of Bulldogs football, but, you know, they can build upon it. And, I mean, it wasn't really that bad, actually. I mean, the defense did pretty good. They had awesome field position twice. I mean, starting outside the 20-yard line.
Just a couple bad plays, you know, led to the 3 touchdowns by Glenbard South.
Yeah, and not really that bad.
And the clock starts to run at 32. Looks like a little mishap with the clock. As Bukatic gives it inside. There's a little gain of about 2 yards by Tyler Floros.
You know, they weren't really trying to do anything there. They just wanted to start
the clock. Yep. And it looks like it will be Bulldogs ball at the start of the fourth quarter. 32-14. Bulldogs not starting good in the second half.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hello, I'm Lauren Glass, and you're watching RBTV, your 24-hour educational network. Watch RBTV on Comcast Channel 16, on AT&T Uverse Channel 99 Brookfield, and watch online at www.rbtv.tv. Just click on Watch RBTV.
Welcome back to Bulldogs football.
Bulldogs down 14-32 at the start of the fourth quarter. We'll see what they do. They have the ball. Looks like at about the 19, 18-yard line. We'll see what they can make out of this.
You know, they really just need to get some good push from their offensive linemen and then establish a run game because they really haven't gone to the pass, so they're sort of expecting the run. So if they come out running, I think this is exactly what we expected. And when they come out with a pass, it's all about balance.
Yep.
You know, it's just all about balance.
And the Raiders defense is kind of catching on, though. They're really showing that they're a tough defense.
Good handoff to number 20.
Looks like Bryce Bartlett on the run. You know, Bulldogs showing that they're not going to give up yet. You know, it's the fourth quarter. They still got a significant amount of football played left. And, you know, if the Raiders can score those 3 quick touchdowns in one quarter, so can we. So
and, I mean, they can, too. It's first and goal here on about the 9-yard line. Hopefully they can pound this one in.
As Bukatic's back to pass, lofts it up into the corner for Huffy.
Oh, almost picked off. Wow.
Number 2, Elvin Walker. Man. You know, he's had a good game, too, today. He really shown himself as a respectable football player.
Absolutely, on defense and on offense. He had to break up for a touchdown right at the end of the second half, and now he's making another great play.
Yep. Pretty well-placed ball by Bukatic. Just maybe Huffy slowed down a little bit, you know. We'll see what happens.
I don't know. I think it was actually a little overthrown.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to overthrow a 6'6" guy on a fade route, but I guess he can.
Fumbled snap. Bukatic runs. Trying to make
he keeps
something
on
out
going.
of it.
Hey, you know.
That's a good game, you know.
Why not? Callahan was looking for the pitch out there.
Yeah. Maybe able to had it, but, you know, just playing it safe.
Yeah,
Bukatic got to the 3-yard line.
After fumbled snap, you just want to play it safe. You don't want to try for anything fancy.
Exactly. Rain's coming down still here at Shuey Stadium. 14-32, Glenbard over the Bulldogs. We got 11 minutes left to play in the fourth period.
And that's a lot of time. I mean, the Bulldogs can do something awesome. The comeback may be improbable, but.
And touchdown,
that's a touchdown.
Bulldogs.
Maybe it can happen.
Maybe it can.
We'll see. It all comes with a stop here by the Bulldogs after this kickoff.
Yep.
They need to force them to go 3 and out or get a turnover or something. They have the momentum back, though. Band's playing, cheerleaders dancing.
Looks like Callahan's hurt.
Oh, no.
Coming off with a couple of the teammates. Looks like he hurt his neck or something. That's not good for the Bulldogs. That is not good news.
Yeah, his neck or shoulder.
Maybe even his ear. Or maybe he got something with his head.
Yeah.
but that's not good. Nick Callahan, a very vital player for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely, yeah. And he's going over to the trainer.
The Bulldogs kick the field goal. Low,
Ooh,
but looks
low.
like it got it in.
Oh, man, Santi Beltran hardly getting it in off the low kick.
Man, got a little lucky there, but we got it, and that's a point, 21-32. Glenbard over our Riverside Brookfield Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Callahan's getting checked out by the trainer. And the trainer's looking at his neck and shoulder and that. So
Yeah,
maybe it was a collarbone injury.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Not good, though. They want to play it safe. You don't want Callahan out.
He's moving his arm, though, which is good. His right arm, which is the one that appears to be hurt, is he's moving that. So it may not be as severe as we think.
Yeah.
It may knock him out for the game, but that's a big asset, though.
Yep.
If they want to come back, they need him.
Very true.
And you know who else we haven't seen in a while? We have not seen O'Day in a long time. I mean, they've gotten the ball out to Hoffheinz a little bit, but really O'Day has really disappeared in the second half.
Yeah, after that awesome first quarter appearance by O'Day, really coming out of nowhere. He hasn't really come out with any great plays. Maybe Bukatic hasn't been finding him, or something else.
Maybe since that first great quarter, Glenbard stepped up their defense. That's probably it. And here we go. They're looking to do something, maybe onside. I don't know. They're shifting as if it would maybe an onside. And
it's a short kick.
It's a short kick.
Looks like it might go out, and they play it safe. That's number 40, P.J. Duffy.
And that puts him right back on the 20-yard line. Santi with a good kick, low liner. Skipped off the turf, which gave him some extra feet. But
Yep. With the turf field, it also maybe gives an aspect of a more slippery than rather if you had grass. Because the artificial turf is made out of burnt rubber and recycled rubber.
And rubber gets slippery when wet, so yeah, it's very big for soccer too.
Yep.
If the ball really skips once the turf gets wet.
Yep. So we'll see what Tyler Padera does here.
If the Bulldogs could pin him back this deep and get a punt here, oh man, that'd be great.
Yep.
Oh boy. Oh, I thought he almost got past there.
As they get a 5-yard gain.
Gets stopped up at the line though. Thankfully.
Very sharp jerseys, I might also add.
And those jerseys are part of the whole blackout day, where fans are supposed to be wearing black, and the players wore the blackout. No one knew anything, and the players just came out in their black jerseys.
Yep.
And so this is the brand new black jerseys with their names on it and everything, and the whole 9 yards.
So we'll see what the Raiders do here. Motion right. Hand off to number 33. And powers through for about a good 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a really good flying try to stop by, I think that was Vince Sandrick.
Yep. We'll see what the Bulldogs do. 3rd and 1. It's going to be tough to hold them here. If they get that first down, that might give them the little momentum to keep on going.
Yeah, hopefully they do something, though. 3rd and 1, we need to stop them here. And then the Bulldogs will pin them deep for a punt, and hopefully they can get some good field position. Just can't get any penalties here, especially.
The Raiders come out with a trifecta back fence. As number 33, he's breaking out. There goes the wheels. Number 22.
One man to beat. Oh,
can't get him.
2.
And it's
touchdown.
A touchdown.
Oh, man.
That's number 33, Wesley Sanders, again for, what was that, 80-yard touchdown.
Oh, and Wesley Sanders having a great game.
That's his third touchdown. Fifth touchdown minus the ones that were called back.
Yeah, 5th touchdown. 2 were called back, though, so that's his 3rd touchdown by the books. And that makes the score a slightly pathetic 38-21.
We'll see what the Bulldogs do here, 9 minutes left. We'll see what they can do. Maybe something magical will happen, but it'll be hard.
We need some serious black magic to get that working.
Yes, we do. So we'll see if they make this field goal. Number 44, Torrey Fobbs, has not made a field goal today.
And
looks like
he
made his first field goal.
There we go. First field goal of the day for Torrey Fobbs.
And we'll see what the Bulldogs do here. Oh, sorry. As the Bulldogs down 21-39. It's not looking too good.
It definitely isn't. And, you know, didn't really take much to turn the tides of this game. Just 2 plays, really.
And
I've tried to emphasize that.
Yeah, the Raiders just came out with more anticipation to get the lead in the second half, and that's what they brought to the table. The Bulldogs just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think the Bulldogs sort of felt they had the win under their belt with them. They were up 14-6, and then the Raiders scored, and the Bulldogs like, okay, we can still win this game, but they didn't really have the same fire that the Raiders came out with.
Bulldogs only scoring 1 touchdown this half, as opposed to the Raiders 4 touchdowns. So, let's see what they can do here. Torrey Fobbs kicking off. Seems to get his kickoff team very pumped up before they kick.
Absolutely. You know, he's really their motivator, their special teams. And you see the people are jumping, getting ready to go. You just feel the energy flowing through their 3-point stance.
Yep.
Onside kick. Almost muffed.
And that looks like Bryce Bartlett got the ball. Maybe a little gain of 10 yards on the kick return.
And now Bulldogs have mediocre field position to work with, starting at the around 32. And
it's just sad to see. You know, Bulldogs 1-4. They came out strong in this game. They really did with the 14-14 first half. I mean, that's not that bad compared to the record and the 2-3 Glenbard South. You know, it's just sad to see the Bulldogs falling this hard.
It is very sad, and see they're trying to get O'Day back involved.
And O'Day drops the pass again.
That's his 3rd straight dropped pass.
You know, O'Day
3 times targeted.
Yeah, O'Day kind of looks back at Dylan saying, you know, a little bit low, but it was catchable.
I mean, it went through his hands. It hit him in the hands, both hands, not just one.
Yep.
And, you know, if it hits you in the hands, you should probably catch it. And O'Day dropping his 3rd straight. You know, not doing good. Maybe that's why they haven't been including him.
Yeah, too
McKednick
much.
not trying to include him that much. Oh, wow.
McKednick dropped back for a loss of about 11 yards. This is not going well for the Bulldogs.
Now it looks like it'll be a 3rd and very, very long. Hopefully the Bulldogs can find a way to recover as the coach yelling at McKednick.
Yeah, Coach Albert's not very happy. Coach Albert's a new coach. He actually was a substitute last year, substitute teacher for RB, and, you know, got the spot as the football coach.
Yeah, I mean, he seems really passionate and really trying to get the Bulldogs to do something. I think he's probably yelling at McKednick to probably just pitch it out. He saw the guy coming in trouble. He had about a split second to react. I mean, only a split second, but still at least 1 second.
Yep. So McKednick back to pass.
Oh, no.
Getting rushed again.
And
thrown.
No flag down.
And it looks like that's going to be 3 now for the Bulldogs as they got 4 and 16.
Nah.
Callahan just throwing his helmet down in just pure
anger.
Yeah, just anger, and he's not too happy because, you know, Nick is really passionate about this game, and he wants to win, and he's really not getting that here.
And he wants to be part of it too, out with an injury. I mean, yeah, he's just frustrated. And as the coach is talking over to him again, just saying, you know, you need to calm down.
Yep. And there you go. There again with the Glenbard punt return. They didn't have a guy out there to send one back.
They sent one guy back. And
that's a good punt. That's going to keep on going.
Oh, wow.
Inside the 10.
10. Wow, that was a booming punt from about the 25 all the way down to the 10.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. Great
punt by number 8, Huffhines, you know, who's usually plays a wide receiver, but has a long, big leg. And said, you know, why don't you just punt this punt too? And okay, and you know, as I've been saying this whole game, if it goes RB's way, I mean, ball rolls the right way, and it's a difference. That's a 20-yard difference occasionally.
Huffines, also punted last year. You know, I guess that during practice they just gave him a little chance and found out that he can punt the ball.
Yeah, and that's one more position. I mean, they have a designated punter. It's one more position that your roster has.
And you don't have to worry about.
Exactly. That's like one more person you can, move up, or one more person that you can possibly, like a Joey O'Day type of figure who can come back out of nowhere and do something well. And as a good Raider run of about 9 yards, almost to the first.
As you have a good look at RB in the background. RB also making newer modifications to their building with the new main entrance and also the new field house that we just received. RB is quite an eye catcher as you pass by Washington Avenue and Ridgewood Avenue.
Absolutely. And just a reminder, you're watching RBTV. Visit our website at rbtv.tv or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/myrbtv.
And the Bulldogs stop the run as he gets the first down. And that's bad to see with 7.5 minutes left in the game. We see players trying to keep warm on the sidelines.
It's becoming pretty cold out. The sun's long gone down, and it's getting quite chilly out here.
Yep. And we'd also like to take this time to recognize our sponsors for tonight's game, Dr. Pizza, located in North Riverside, Illinois. Glenbard South runs, cuts back, gets tackled, about a gain of 4. The Glenbard South offense is really being productive today. I'd hate to say it, but they're just beating our defense this second half.
Yeah, and I mean, since they're beating our defense, they're also beating the offense as well. I mean, the offense gets worse field position to start with, and if the offense doesn't do well, the defense is tired. And then the defense is tired, they don't do well, the offense doesn't do well. Just a big circle.
And the Bulldogs also have a lot of players that play both sides of the ball. So, if the defense has to run up and down the field, they're not going to have that much, energy to play offense.
Exactly. It's a good run by number 33.
That's Wesley Sanders again.
Wesley doing great this game. Is there a flag on the field? Oh, wow. It looks like an injured Bulldog's down.
Injured Bulldog. And when we come back from this break, we'll give you information on the timeout as we pause for station identification.
Hello, I'm Ryan Gradishar, and you're watching RBTV, your 24-hour educational network. Watch RBTV on Comcast Channel 16, on AT&T UVerse Channel 99 Brookfield, and watch online at www.rbtv.tv. Just click on Watch RBTV.
After a severe injury timeout, we are back. The player was taken off on a stretcher and is now in the back of the ambulance. You see in the background the play there.
Yeah, they called the ambulance out, and we really hope he's okay.
Number 65, Alex Redican.
65, Alex Redican, or 64, Tim Potts. We'll keep an eye out. We weren't able to get a really good look at it, but our thoughts and prayers are with him and hoping for the best.
Absolutely, and the ambulance isn't rushing to the hospital too fast, so hopefully it's not as severe as we may think. He couldn't stand up. They had to pick him up to put him on the stretcher. So.
Yep. So it's Raider ball, second and 2 to go. Excuse me. And the Bulldogs stop it. Maybe before the first down. Let's see what happens. Yep, they call it third down.
That was a Bulldog spot right there. Now we have it 3rd and 1. Hopefully the Bulldogs can stop them here because this could turn out pretty bad for the Bulldogs. I mean, this game's pretty much over with 5 minutes left in the 4th. The Bulldogs are down by 18. I have a feeling this game is pretty over, but
it's going to be tough if they are able to get 3 touchdowns in the span of that short time.
Yeah, I mean, it's
improbable, but not impossible.
Exactly, but that was actually a Bulldog spot. Could be first down. I don't know. Yeah, they called it a first down, I guess. I mean, you can't argue about that. But,
I think they're just going to give it to him. Yep, they give him the first down.
Yeah, the coach is yelling out there, and they're just trying to get every single, player out there that they can, because oh my gosh.
Yep, looks like they're having a little mishap. Chris Duplanich, not looking too happy.
Coming off, nope, trying to go for the quick snap to get the man on the field, but nope. And they
Glenbard South
Raiders
pass
hand
it
off. Oh, and he got past the first line and gets 10 yards.
That's Wesley Sanders again. You know, he is like we said, a brick house.
Exactly. He just, he's like a brick house with very, very fast legs.
Yeah.
He can run so fast. I wonder what his 40 time is, and I wonder if any colleges have seen him, because he is definitely a special talent.
Yeah, we haven't had any recruit info on him, but I'm sure that he's being looked at by someone.
Oh, I guarantee it. Hopefully a D1 school, but we can't be sure.
And flags down the play.
Man. And take this break to remind you, the rain is still coming down very hard here at Shuey Stadium.
It makes it even harder for the Bulldogs to come back, because they're not able to get the ball, down the field easier, because they can't pass with Dylan McKettick's passing ability. So they'll have to run it, which hasn't really worked out for them today.
Especially because of the big physical, again, defensive line.
Yep.
I mean, the Bulldogs are trying, but they're not. I guess they're executing fine. Just the ball isn't rolling their way.
Not succeeding. They're trying, but not succeeding.
And as the play clock's running down with 5 left, I don't know. Good pitch out right.
And first down, Raiders. That's number 28, Matt Luce, junior running back. He's a big boy.
Absolutely.
He's got he's listed as 205 pounds, and he's got some speed on him.
Oh yeah, I mean he jammed around that edge pretty fast. I mean, for a big fullback like himself, he got around that edge pretty quick. And I mean, I've seen him earlier seal the block on so many of Wesley great running plays that you can't really discount this kid.
Yep. So Tyler Perdera hands it off. A short gain, about 3 yards. Glenbard may be running down the clock. 3 minutes left. Looks like they're going to pull away with this game.
Yeah, they were just trying to run up to middle to run down the clock, and actually they're running up the middle and still marching down the field. Even they're inside the 35.
They're making very good offensive production, and it really can't seem to be stopped. As you see the sideline of RB, they are bummed.
Yeah, bummed is the right word.
Yeah.
There's a low level of energy, certainly.
Everywhere here at Shuey Stadium.
Yeah, except on the visitors.
Yeah.
The visitors' bleachers over there.
Crowd looks like to be evacuating the building.
Yeah, I mean, the main student section is still out there, and the band is also still out there. But even if their bodies are still there, their spirit is definitely gone.
Yeah.
Even the cheerleaders have left.
It's not looking too good with 2 minutes left, and the Bulldogs are down 39-21. It was a good try.
I mean, they're doing good, and I mean, they can build upon this game. They can see what worked with the quick passes to O'Day in the beginning, and see what didn't work. Some, a couple of fade routes that quarterback didn't execute perfectly.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's all a matter of time before the Bulldogs pick it up again.
Yep, and right now during this timeout, we'll take a quick break for station identification.
Hello, I'm Kevin Krause, and you're watching RBTV, your 24-hour educational network. Watch RBTV on Comcast Channel 16, on AT&T UVerse Channel 99, Brookfield. And watch online at rbtv.tv. Just click on Watch RBTV.
Welcome back to RBTV. The score is 21-39 Raiders with 1:43 left in the game. A good pitch out left. It's number 34 this time.
34, Justin Gazerzi.
Bringing it down to the 10-yard line.
He's a wide receiver playing running back.
You know, it was an end around, and it definitely worked.
Yep.
They got a couple really good ceiling blocks. You probably could have driven a car through the hole that the offensive line created for them.
You know, the sad thing about the Bulldogs is, you know, last week against Ridgewood, you know, they came out the second half, powered through to make their way back, but then lost the game. And now today, you know, having the tie game at 14s, you know, now looking like it's just about to be over at 39-21.
You know, if they lose, the record's going to be 5-1.
1-5.
1-5, excuse me. And it's not very good, but the Bulldogs are looking up. Their sophomore team right now had a very convincing win over Glenbard South today. They won by a couple touchdowns, and with some convincing play from Adolfo Linares and Mike Dimitro.
Yep, maybe he looks for some hopes, but with the conclusion of today's game, it will be the Glenbard South Raiders over the Bulldogs, and sadly, this crushes all playoff spirits for the Bulldogs. They will not be able to participate in the IHSA playoffs this year, which is the first time in a while, you know. And so with the time running down, looks like the game's gonna be concluded.
You know, they're just kneeling just to end the game, not trying to run up a score on the Bulldogs, make it look so awful.
Yep.
With 24 seconds left, it doesn't look too convincing. The stadium's evacuating. The rain's still coming down hard.
Yep. And it looks like that's going to be it. So we'd like to thank our staff. For me and Andrew, thanks for watching RBTV. Once again, the final score is Glenbard South Raiders 39, Bulldogs 21. See you later.
Thanks for watching.